Imagine a galaxy where the fragile peace of the early republic is shattered by the sudden brutal emergence of an alien threat that views humanity as nothing more than vermin to be exterminated. You are part of the fledgling military forces tasked with defending the outer colonies, only to realize that your training has barely prepared you for the sheer scale of the invasion. But when you find yourself on the front lines of a battle that will determine the fate of the human race, you understand that survival isn't just about firepower, it's about unity in the face of annihilation. Welcome to Into the Battle, the second pulse-pounding, atmospheric, and deeply strategic installment in James Rosone's Rise of the Republic series. If you love military space opera tropes, first contact warfare, and stories that explore the sheer, unadulterated thrill of watching a protagonist lead humanity through its darkest hour, through grit, ingenuity, and superior tactics, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in speculative fiction, blending the visceral crunch of tactical combat with the profound weight of galactic destiny. The narrative kicks off with the immediate escalation of hostilities, thrusting our protagonist into a race against time to coordinate a defense before the enemy breaches the core systems. The atmosphere is thick with the smell of ozone and burnt fuel, the hum of strained engines, and the creeping dread of knowing that every decision could branch into a timeline where humanity falls. Rosone excels at capturing the psychological toll of command in the face of overwhelming odds, making every tactical maneuver, every resource allocation, and every narrow escape feel like a high-stakes gamble, where the price of failure is not just death, but the extinction of our species. At the core of the book's massive appeal is its spectacular underdog defense trope and the brilliant asymmetric warfare dynamic. This isn't just about shooting lasers, it's about understanding the complex ecology of the alien fleet, managing limited resources, and using human ingenuity to outsmart enemies who rely on brute force and superior numbers. Watching the protagonist reverse engineer enemy strategies, craft overpowered gear from rare drops, and completely shock arrogant elites with unconventional, trap-heavy tactics is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the combat and the satisfying, chiming ding of a massive level up to life, making every milestone feel like a hard-earned victory. But beyond the stats and the slaughter, the soul of Rise of the Republic lies in its characters and the heavy burden of integrity. The protagonist isn't just a cold, calculating gamer. They are a deeply human individual struggling to maintain their humanity in a system that rewards ruthlessness. They quickly form bonds with a beautifully dysfunctional found family of fellow survivors who help them navigate the treacherous waters of the new social order. The banter is razor-sharp, providing much-needed levity as their squad watches them casually calculate the damage output of a coordinated strike. Their unbreakable trust provides the emotional grounding needed when the world starts throwing literal world-ending threats their way. As the plot accelerates towards its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. A major conspiracy or a rival faction's assault forces the protagonist to push their abilities to their absolute limits. The finale is a spectacular display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming magical firepower, and raw, unbridled ingenuity. The protagonist doesn't just survive the assault, they completely shatter the local power scaling, using a ridiculous, highly technical combination of skills and crafting to turn the enemy's ultimate attack into a mere stepping stone. The payoff is spectacular, delivering a massive dopamine-fueled victory that proves the most dangerous class in the system isn't the one with the biggest sword, it's the one who understands the rules better than anyone else. Into the Battle is a triumph of the LitRPG and fantasy genres. It is smart, action-packed, and unapologetically addictive. James Rosone has crafted a sequel that perfectly captures the thrill of breaking the apocalypse with a stat sheet and a strategy guide. Plug in your headphones, check your stats, and join the climber. The system is live, but his future is bright.